journey start to like rebranding? How did it all begin, and how long did it take? If I may ask Rhina or John to answer.
Okay, it was a long process. I can say that because the rebranding came after the news of us getting an aircraft, a new aircraft. Most importantly, also we are evolving. We were like most of our years were operating years were during the pandemic, like maybe 3 years, and a lot of things happened since then. Now we have a mobile app, mga ganon. So we wanted our logo, our brand identity to also be able to adapt, and also, of course, we wanted to improve our services also, and this is a reflection of that commitment to our passengers.
Thank you so much, John.
If I may add also, this decision of rebranding was not easy. Of course, to Sunlight Air, it's still very important for us that we stick to our roots. So things like being a boutique airline, expressing Filipino hospitality in our service, that had to still be reflected with whatever the identity would become, right? And so actually everything that you see here has been a conversation since last
Maybe
November?
September.
Maybe September, October.
Because we had our planning, I think in September, right? So that's when.
Yeah, but so moving forward, 2025 and onwards, we decided, yes, we will stick to our roots with a personalized experience, a Filipino hospitality, being a boutique airline still, but also as an evolving airline. We have come to add all of these new visuals and service levels that you will see today and onwards.
Yeah, so it's a combination of holding on to the roots and also evolving. Wonderful. Now, there is a lot of excitement for the Sunlight Air Miles. Michael, perhaps this is a question for you. When will this be accessible to passengers?
Okay, we're working tirelessly to have it officially rolled out to the public. I can't put like a specific date to it, but early this year, we're targeting by the end of this quarter that we'll be starting to communicate to the public so that they can enjoy, earning the miles as early as March.
Alright.
As early as now, everybody can be members with it. It's basically soft launch already.
Alright. So sign up already, everyone. Yes.
Who knows, maybe we'll have like an introductory surprise and you don't want to miss out on it.
On that note, I will get my cell phone. Alright, so everybody sign up already. Okay, I believe we have a question from the floor. Yes, over here.
One question at a time. So first is your question regarding our strategy on routes, right? So when it comes to routes, initially when we first launched, we were targeting only island destinations in the Philippines. However, having been operating for already 6 years, we're just trying to support the growth of domestic tourism in the country. And so if there are certain routes, of course there's the famous tourist destinations that we already fly. So, sorry, it's very misunderstood, and I want to look at you. So, of course there's already Coron and Siargao and Boracay, but to support the local tourism even more, we are always on the lookout of up and coming island and other provinces that we hope to be able to contribute to. So when it comes to strategy, that is it. And then your second question was regarding financial performance. Sunlight Air typically doesn't share exact figures. However, I think what I said earlier regarding the number of passengers that we've served from 2019 up to 2025, 500,000 passengers, I think that speaks very loudly of how Sunlight Air has been performing financially. We've also launched several new routes, added a new hub such as Clark and Cebu, and I believe that speaks volumes. Thank you so much, sir, for your question. Hi, Diana. Great questions. In regards to the transfer to Clark, so I don't know if everybody here is aware, but I mentioned earlier that we added a new hub in Clark last year. So that was actually one of our biggest campaigns. So we launched to our new home, which meant that we were able to somewhat put one foot into that hub already. And we are very grateful to the Clark travel agents, media, who have been very supportive with our entry into the Clark and Northern and Central Luzon market. But with that news though, I think you guys will still be able to look forward to Sunlight Air flying out of Manila this coming 2025. In terms of the new aircraft, there is somewhat an upgrade. So for those who do not know, we are currently operating ATR 72-500s. In terms of capacity, it will still be the same, but this new one that's arriving is a Dash 600, and it's basically just an upgrade in system. So not much of an upgrade in terms of size, but definitely as an ever-evolving company, we are already starting our planning sessions for a bigger capacity. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe that's for you to interpret and handle.
What is it in the pipeline for?
Of course. I mean, with any company, we always think about growth, so it's definitely in the pipeline. I guess that's not a hint anymore.
Actually, we had a planning session over the past few months, and based on researches by different think tanks, they said that Filipinos actually want to travel more locally. It's just that there aren't much domestic options. And us being a domestic carrier, we wanted to support that trend of Filipinos traveling more within the Philippines. So, as what John said earlier, we're looking at, and the CEO, what she said earlier, we're looking at routes in the Philippines that aren't necessarily tourism destinations now, but has the capacity to become a tourism powerhouse. So that's a trend that we're trying to support as early as today. Can we name some of those destinations?
There are a lot of growing destinations at the moment, right? So like Siquijor, Bantayan, in Palawan also. Balaba, yeah. So I think a lot, based on that lang my assumption would be that a lot of Filipinos are looking for island destinations that aren't the popular, the usual island destinations. They want to look for, I don't know, I guess maybe with the growth of social media also, that people want to be the one to discover it and then share tips with people. So that might be it. And then if I were to add, I remember in that discussion that we had internally also that Filipinos want to travel in the Philippines, pero there is a bit of a roadblock in terms of pricing, and that is why also that Sunlight Air commits to offering fares that are reasonable and competitive. So we hope to be able to contribute to that even more this coming 2025. I don't know if you've noticed it that over the past 6 years that we've been operating as a business, no? But if you look at the prices of Sunlight Air, it's always been competitive. Yet, we still value the positioning, the branding, the service level that we offer to our passengers. And despite the updated and refreshed branding, that will still be a part of our core. Taking care of our passengers, creating a good connection between us as a business and our passengers while still offering competitive fares. So I think we'll still be able to do that moving forward. Did I answer your question? That's JC, baka you want to add in?
Well, with the rebranding is basically just to like tell the story better. Ganon. So, as a boutique carrier, medyo mahirap kasi to explain that all the time because a lot of people are not really aware how a boutique airline operates or what kind of service we can offer. So with these visuals, with the refreshed brand identity, we can tell the story easier. You know, it's inviting people to share the next story with someone.